This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboys Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboys Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing well. I'm Simon Preston, and welcome back to Reggae Boys Commentary. This is the platform where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. Okay, so let's get right to the point, shall we? And speak about what the title is about. So you guys know Rebecca Spencer quite well. She made her debut for Jamaica in 2021 against Nigeria and kept a clean sheet in that game. Her World Cup qualifying debut for Jamaica came against Bermuda, and she kept a clean sheet in that game as well, a 4-0 victory at the National Stadium. And she kept a clean sheet on the World Cup debut for Jamaica, remember, in that 0-0 draw against France. And, she's gone on to create history by being the first Jamaican goalkeeper to keep 2 clean sheets at the World Cup. Alian Whittaker kept 1, and that was in 2001 in Argentina, 0-0 draw. And now Rebecca Spencer has kept 2. Rebecca Spencer has kept 2 clean sheets, one against France and one against Panama, right? And I want to speak a little bit more about the history and everything that lies ahead, especially for her in Rebecca Spencer. And I'll reiterate by saying this: it's been a while since we've had one goalkeeper that played all 3 matches in the group stages. So if you go back to the 2019 World Cup in France, Sydney Schneider played the first 2 games and Nicole McClure played the second game. You go to the 2011 Under-17 World Cup in Mexico, you had Nico Campbell playing the first 2 games and Richard Trench playing the second game in that tournament in particular. And when you go to the World Cup before that Jamaica played in, it was the Under-20 World Cup. And you guys would remember that quite vividly, I'm sure you guys would remember the Under-20 World Cup in Argentina in particular, right? Where Jamaica was in a group with Egypt, Finland, and also the host nation itself in Argentina. So remember, Alian Whittaker played against Egypt. That's where he kept the clean sheet. He played against Finland, where Finland had that game, and he also played against Argentina. So the last time that a Jamaican goalkeeper played all 3 games in the group stages, it would have been the Under-20 World Cup in 2001. All right, the Under-20 World Cup in 2001. Last time a goalkeeper played all 3 games. All right. What else can we take? Because there's a number of things that we want you to analyze from this sort of perspective. I'm sure you guys would have remembered a video that I did, and I'll share it within the chat as well. Yeah, so I'm going to post it. Okay, so if you look within the chat specifically, you will see a link to a video that I did a couple of weeks ago, which Reggae Boy has played the most games at a World Cup. And I made the point that Alex Thomas, Sean Fraser, Keith Kelly, and Craig Gordon, these 4 men in particular are the only players, the only Jamaican footballers to play 6 games at a World Cup. But that, you could say, now is a little bit under threat, especially what is happening from the girls' side. Now, in the Reggae girls' perspective, you have 4 girls, right? I repeat, you have 4 Reggae girls that have played 5 World Cup games. And these 4 Reggae girls had the chance to join this quartet of Alex, Sean, Keith, and Craig on 6 World Cup appearances. So Alison Swaby has played 5 World Cup matches. She played 3 at the last World Cup, 2 at this World Cup. Chantal Swaby, her sister, the same. Denisha Blackwood, the same. And Jodie Brown, the same as well. These 4 ladies could join these 4 gentlemen as being the only Jamaicans to play in 6 World Cup matches. Technically, we have a Jamaican in our squad that has played 7 matches at the World Cup. Yeah. And this person is the highest. The person in our squad that has played 7 World Cup matches is Tiffany Cameron. Tiffany Cameron has played 4 matches for Canada at the Under-17 World Cup in 2008 in New Zealand. She played 2 for Jamaica at the 2019 World Cup in France, and she played her first game of the tournament against Panama on Saturday. So 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. So technically she has the list there, but as you know, those 4 games, as you know, came for Canada. But still, 7 matches that she's played at a World Cup. So you have to give credit from that sort of standpoint. Absolutely fantastic to play 7 World Cup matches. It's not easy. Some people go there and get 1, but to go and get 7, it's brilliant. So Alison Swaby, Chantal Swaby, Denisha Blackwood, and Jodie Brown, these individuals have played 5 World Cup matches. What about the goalkeepers? Well, Alian Whittaker has played 5 World Cup matches. Alian Whittaker has played 5 World Cup matches. Remember that. 5 World Cup matches. That's how much Alian Whittaker has been able to play. Now, with that being said now, Rebecca Spencer has played 2. And the game against Brazil would be her 3rd. Why is that something of significance and importance and landmark in this grand scheme of things? Well, remember, Sydney Schneider played against Brazil at the last World Cup, and she also played against Italy in the last World Cup. Nicole McClure played in the game against Australia at the last World Cup. So what does this mean? Once Rebecca Spencer is selected to start for the game against Brazil, she'll be creating history by becoming the first reggae girl, the first reggae girls goalkeeper to start 3 matches at the World Cup. Rebecca Spencer, Sydney Schneider started 2, and Rebecca Spencer would start 3. So that will be a new landmark. And of course, this would be the first time since 2001 that a Jamaican goalkeeper is starting all 3 games in the group stages. Alian Whittaker was the last, as we made mention about. And I know you guys are wondering, Simon, what about the 1999 Under-17 World Cup? What about that occasion in particular? And that is fair, because many people have asked about that Under-17 World Cup as well. Who did we play in particular? Well, in that tournament, remember, we took on Paraguay, Qatar, and also Burkina Faso. That is how the tournament, you could say, panned out from that sort of standpoint. So you guys can know a little bit more in the grand scheme of things. I see the comments, and I want to say thank you guys, everybody, for being able to tune in. Thank you. Maria Victoria Céspedes Ortiz. El último partido de la fecha de Jamaica entre Brasil. En este partido, Jamaica, sí, es un grande partido. Nuestro equipo juega con mucho corazón y hay muchos futbolistas en este equipo que juegan en Inglaterra y los países en Europa. Tajay Scott says it's going to be 7 because we're going to the final. 7 clean sheets, that's right. We're going all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. You're absolutely right there. Spot on. Spot on. Okay, so remember what I said about Rebecca Spencer, the history that she's bound to create. First thing, being the first goalkeeper to start all 3 games for Jamaica in a World Cup since Alian Whittaker. Secondly, on the verge of 3 clean sheets. That would be put her 2 ahead now of Alian Whittaker. So that would be another landmark occasion, another landmark moment for her and for Jamaica in particular as well. And I know you guys are waiting for the preview and we're going into everything there, but in due course, it will come. So you guys can rest assured that information in relation to Brazil and Jamaica, that will come. So I just want you to know that, Yeah. So yeah, that's where we are at this point in things. I'm working on the graphic that I know some persons have inquired about in relation to the Under-17 World Cup. So I'm just waiting for the graphic to be able to load. I know some archives material and some technical reports, especially from the late 90s, it takes time to be able to open up certain documents, but still, at least you're fully aware about the information that I've been able to share with you, so that you can be able to understand exactly what I'm saying with, Christopher McKenzie says, good night. Good night, Christopher. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Jamaica is sending Brazil home 1-0, trust me. Bob Marley. Sean McIndoe says, Simon, big up, bro. How are things with you? Most things under control, my friend. Most things under control, so one day at a time and trusting that everything else will fall into place in due course. Okay? So again, I appreciate you being able to tune in. Okay? So thank you. Much appreciated. You guys can drop your comments so that we can be able to share more information with you in things, okay? Would appreciate it. But so far, it looks like everything is going well. Yeah. But the link that I shared in the chat, you guys can be able to have a look at it. It's about the Jamaican players that have played in terms of matches, you know what I'm saying? And I'll just clarify as well. What's it? Rohan Manning, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing well, Rohan. It's a tough one, because Tiffany gave an exceptional performance, and you could see the overlapping work that she gave. It was exciting, and it caused many problems for the Panamanians. And we saw when Tierney came on, and especially from the first game, how calm and composed she was in handling challenges. So it is a difficult situation for Coach Lauren Donaldson, a very challenging situation. What we saw as well in the friendly matches in Australia, which is another idea as well. Tierney Wilshire could play left back and you have Tiffany at right back. So you have one that is more defensive minded and one that is attacking, which is Tiffany. So you have those options as well. Brazil will be attacked. Brazil, their strength is on the right-hand side, which means that they're going to put pressure on Jamaica's left. So it could be an option to have Tierney Wilshire at left back. However, Den has given some great performances in this tournament, so she's made herself undroppable. So what I will say is that picking this 11, not only will it be strong, but it'll also be a headache in this aspect of things when it comes to the selection aspect. That's one aspect as well, Sean, as well. Mr. Galaxy says, big up. Hey, Mr. Galaxy. How are you doing? All is well? Well, let me know if you're doing okay. How are things your neck of the woods? Well, let me know. I'm speaking. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, thumbs up in the chat. Thank you. Well, that's the situation, Mr. Galaxy. That's exactly what is happening. I have the same level of enthusiasm as you. Same level. Summer break, but it's already summer. You mean like you have summer school, or are you just preparing for next semester from now? Well, I'm speaking. Microphone check, 1, 2, 3. Microphone check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think the audio is good. I think the video is good. No delay, no lagging. Yeah. All right, thank you, Christopher McKenzie. Yes, so Alex Thomas, Sean Fraser, Keith Kelly, Craig Gordon, 6 World Cup matches. 5 World Cup matches now is Ali and Whitaker. Mpeg, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing good, man. So the persons who have played 5 World Cup matches: Aline Whitaker, Alison Swaby, Chantal Swaby, Denisha Blackwood, and Jodie Brown. Right. Sean McIndoe, how are you? I would love to see Denisha Blackwood as a wing back, to see her attacking prowess. As I've made mention earlier, Sean, personally, I think the idea of having Tierney Wiltshire at left back and Tiffany at right back excites me. However, in the same breath, if you're having Denisha Blackwood at left back and Tierney or Tiffany at right back, I still look at a balance of defensive solidity and also individuals that will be able to come out with some attacking product, whether it is through crossing, dead ball opportunities, or even the long throws as well, the throw-ins. So I do believe that there is something to. So yeah. Yep. So that is the situation there. And again, guys, look at the video in the chat. Which reggae boy has played most World Cup games for Jamaica? So I just wanted to make sure of the numbers. Okay. You know what you guys need to do, right? Yeah. But Simon, I would rather Bunny play as a second striker. What do you think? The first goal was scored in World Cup history. She was a bit deep. So if you have her as a second striker, Sean, who would be the number 9 then? Answer that for me. Who would you have as the number 9? Would it be Kayla McKenna? Would it be Jana Matthews? Would it be Cameron Simmons? Who would you have in that position in particular? For me, I want Bunny in her most natural position. And then we'll take it from there. So yeah. Simmons. Blair Videos made his voice heard. Simmons, Cameron Simmons. You can imagine how Greg Simmons feels, speaking about that. Let me message him because I know he must be over the moon. Greg Simmons, I know how proud you are. Yeah, I had to congratulate former reggae boy Greg Simmons. His daughter's at a World Cup and his son signing a professional contract, So, big deal to have Cameron Simmons at a World Cup, his son Nick play for Jamaica under 17, and now playing for Richmond Kickers in the United Soccer League, So, it's brilliant. It's brilliant from that sort of standpoint. And I'm very pleased and happy about that. And I know that you guys are as well. Sean McIndoe says McKenna. Oh, McKenna. Jody Brown on the left, Bonnie Shaw in the middle. And on the right, you can go with Soleil, you can go with Chena, you can go with Paige, you can go with Kiki. So those are the options that you can really look towards. You're talking about the Swaby sisters? For me, I think it's been a fantastic tandem, and I think it's been an outstanding tandem. Chantel winning the aerial battles, Allison on the ground, cleaning up quite well. Vian Sampson, that destroyer in the middle of the park, doing the dirty work and taking some pressure off the back four. And what you'll recognize as well is that when Jamaica is defending, you'll see Vian Sampson slotting and it will look like a back five. So more solidity. So when you have more persons centrally, and I'm going to illustrate the point again, right? So centrally, right? This is what Jamaica looks like centrally when Vian Sampson comes into the middle. So a back three, it's harder to press because horizontally it covers a lot of space. So it covers a lot of space horizontally, so it's a harder team to press. So if you're trying to bypass a team with a back three, centrally is going to be extremely difficult because you have the numbers, right? So in order to bypass the back three, your best bet would be to go in the wider areas to try to whip in across. But in the end, you have a Chantal Swaby at 5'11", you have a Bonnie at 5'11", you have a Allison at 5'8" as well. So there are options. Key. I'm sure our opportunity will come. 18 players of this squad have played, which means 5 players have not played for Jamaica yet at this World Cup. And they are Sydney Schneider, Leah Brooks, Paige Bailey-Gale, Kiki Van Zanten, and Kanya Plummer. 5 players that haven't played for Jamaica. Kiki, Paige, some options, Paige Bailey-Gale. Yeah. Tajay, absolutely. I think even about Drew Spence, I know she has a 1-year contract at Tottenham, but her performance against Panama must make some clubs that are playing in Champions League in England go, In addition to that, you look at players, and this is the difficulty, when you sign a contract prior to going to the World Cup, That's what I'm thinking, because Tiffany Cameron has just signed for Real Betis, and I'm thinking after this World Cup, England is going to look, but she's made her decision and she's going to España and she's going to have to learn Espanol. No, but in all seriousness, though, you're absolutely right, TJ Scott. There will be interest that will continue to improve. I'm sure Denisha Blackwood, yeah, she's under the watchful eye as well of a number of scouts from different European clubs. So she will certainly be under the microscope as well. And certainly will the likes of Kiki Van Zanten and certainly the likes of Soleil and Jody, who are on the cusps of making that matriculation from club football into the aspect of college football into club football. It's amazing that this is Jodie Brown's second World Cup and she's yet to become a professional. So imagine at her third World Cup, she would already had the experience of playing at two World Cups, and now her third World Cup, seasoned with salt, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what lies ahead for sure. Yeah. So that's where we are right now. Yep, Tierney Wilshire, you're absolutely right. She's another individual of that nature as well. Rebecca Spencer, for me, I know she's in a great environment at Tottenham. She's played at Arsenal, she's played at Chelsea. Manchester United's goalkeeper next season, Rebecca Spencer. Yeah, I'd love for that to happen. Cameron Simmons, she's at Tennessee Volunteers. So I think making that transition as well into the professional arena, that's the next step for her as well. Peyton McNamara, currently at OSU, Ohio State University, aka the Buckeyes. A rich history of Jamaicans coming through Ohio State Buckeyes. Tiffany Cameron, Peyton McNamara at 21. It's been a school that has produced numerous internationals. Numerous. So it's a good environment and a great environment to hone the craft, you know? So yeah. Great place to be. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, Ohio State has lacrosse too. Interesting. Rugby, water polo. That is rather interesting, you know. Good school. You guys know the numbers in terms of, and when I say the numbers, do you know the number of each regular? So if I had to say Sydney Schneider, you know what number she is? You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know the numbers of each players? Well, I think it's something for everybody to be able to know. I think it's important for people to know as well. Okay. So if you look on your screen now, you see the numbers for players. So Sydney keeps her number from the last World Cup. So does Chantel, Kanya, Havana, right, Jody, Bonnie, Den, Tiffany, Allison, Judy Carter, Sheena Matthews at the last World Cup was 20, but she's 21 here. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So if I had to say who wears the number 12? Kiki Van Zanten. the WSL in England, I think it's a big decision to make, Blair, because it's a physical league and it's going to have huge demands. I think that she is able to manage the league. I think Jodie Brown is more than capable of managing the league. I think what's going to be so important is the time that you take to know the environment that you're going into next. You know, if it is the United States, if it is England, if it is even Scandinavia, I just wouldn't be in a rush or a haste to make that decision. Evaluate all options first before putting pen to paper to that particular team, league. Transfer Simon Tiffany play well in last match. And that is why we have the dilemma, my friend, because now we're in a situation right now where we have a scenario where in the game against France, Tierney Wilshire was the right back. And against Panama, there's Tiffany Cameron. You know what I'm saying? So big decisions have to be made. Well, will be made, I should say. And remember, both games will be played simultaneously. The Panama-France game and the Jamaica-Brazil game. Yeah, that will be played simultaneously. Matches are on tomorrow. Well, at 2 a.m. Jamaica time, Costa Rica against Zambia and Japan against Spain. And at 5 a.m. Jamaica time, it's Republic of Ireland against Nigeria and Canada against Australia. Canada-Australia is going to be an mouth-watering, compelling, riveting, enthralling, interesting game. A Canada win changes the complexion of things. Especially if the Nigerians get the better of Republic of Ireland, then whew. But one thing for sure, we're down to 30 teams. 2 teams have been eliminated, and that's New Zealand and Philippines. Those teams have been eliminated from the World Cup. I'm backing the Canadians. I'm backing the Canadians for victory. Number 18 is Trudy Carter, sir. But what I want to do is show you guys the slot allocation for this World Cup. So for this World Cup, it went like this. Right, so for Asia, 6 spots. Africa, 4 spots. CONCACAF, 6 spots. CONMEBOL, 3. Oceania, 1. UEFA, 12. So that is a slot allocation. So if you see on your screen here, right after Europe, Asia with 6 and CONCACAF with 6. You see what I'm saying here? And those 6 from Asia are automatic. They're not through Intercontinental. Through Intercontinental, you had CONCACAF taking 2 spots and Portugal from UEFA taking the other. So with that being said now, let's look at the teams that are left because it started out with 32 teams. Yep, we started out with 32 teams. And now what we're going to do is look at who's left. Who's left within the competition? Blair Reader says, Tiffany start for me against Brazil. A lot of people say that. Love the youngster number 2. She have a level of confidence and energy that is unmatched. Yes, that is Soleil Washington. And she exuded that same degree of confidence, energy, enthusiasm, exuberance from the Czech Republic game in the friendlies earlier this calendar year. So it wouldn't faze me, surprise me, shock me to see her get the nod from the start as well. A lot of people saying that, Wells. Okay, let's start with Group A. So we started out with 32 teams, right? Philippines are out. That's 1 from Asia. So Asia down to 5. New Zealand are out. So there's no team from Oceania left within the World Cup. Group B, Nigeria, Canada, Australia, and the Republic of Ireland. Nigeria, Canada, Australia, all within it. Republic of Ireland, they're out. So another one from UEFA, gone. So we're down to 31 teams. No, what am I saying? We're down to 29 teams. Group C, Spain, Japan, Costa Rica, and Zambia. So one from Africa is gone. Africa is down to 3. CONCACAF, 5. So we're down to 27 teams left in this World Cup now. 27 teams left in this World Cup. Group D, everybody in it still has a chance. Okay? Let's go to Group E now. Vietnam is an Asian Confederation team. And now we're down to 26 teams. Okay? 26 teams. Ref, Panama is eliminated. So we take one from CONCACAF, so that means that's 4. So we're down to 25 teams left in it. All teams in Group G still with a chance, and also all teams in Group H as well, because if South Korea beats Germany, then they also have a chance, because Colombia could beat Morocco, and yeah. So 25 teams are left within this World Cup. As of tomorrow, we'll be down to 23, 24. 5 teams left in this World Cup, and Jamaica are one of them. 4 from Asia, 3 from Africa, 4 from CONCACAF, 3 from CONMEBOL, none from Oceania, and 11 from UEFA. 4 from Asia, 4 from CONCACAF, 3 from CONMEBOL, 3 from Africa, 11 from UEFA. A Jamaica-USA final. That would mean that it would be Jamaica-Colombia in a round of 16, Jamaica-England in quarterfinals. The semifinals would be probably France. So yeah, that's where we are. The premise is very good in terms of the shots that she takes. Very, very good. A lot of football still to be played, that's for sure. A lot of football still to be played. We press on, we press forward, and great things to come. Mm-hmm. So that is where we are. Okay, Dwight. So, in relation to head-to-head Jamaica versus Brazil, Jamaica has faced Brazil twice. Once at the Pan Am Games in 2007 in Rio, and also in 2019 at the Women's World Cup. Those are the only 2 times that Jamaica has faced Brazil in women's football. You know what's interesting? In this game, Jamaica is the home team. Because if you look at the administration of it, right? Let me show you. Jamaica was the away team. Against France, Jamaica was the away team. and against Panama, Jamaica was the away team. Against Brazil, Jamaica will be in their yellow and Brazil will be in their blue. Because remember, Jamaica wears yellow, Brazil wears yellow. So whenever Jamaica faces Brazil, either Jamaica will have to go in their black or Brazil goes in their blue. And in this game in particular, the Jamaicans will be wearing the yellow because administratively it is Jamaica versus Brazil, not Brazil versus Jamaica. So, with that being said, Jamaica versus Brazil, Jamaica in the yellow, Brazil in the blue. The midfield battle is imperative. I think having back a fresh Bunny Shaw is also a good one as well. Yes, the Jamaica's women's volleyball team won the Caribbean Championship for the first time in their history, defeating seven-time winners Trinidad and Tobago. You're absolutely right. You could perhaps say it was the perfect weekend for sports, and I'll explain why. The Reggae Girls won, Jamaica's Sunshine Girls won, Jamaica's volleyball girls team won, and also West Indies won as well. So in a sense, you could say it was a perfect weekend from a Jamaican standpoint. So you have to be pleased by what all of that and how everything was able to be accomplished, So it's a lot to be chummy about for this weekend. Guys, I'm so grateful to have every single one of you tuning into this video in particular. We'll go into the preview at some point tomorrow. But guys, 2 a.m., cheer on Costa Rica against Zambia. We need the coefficient rating points. And in addition to that, at 5 o'clock, it's Canada against Australia. So you can cheer on the Canadians against the Australians. It's a pity, because in every single Women's World Cup, you always have the host nation advancing. Yeah. Yes, so it's called the Karsova Championship, and it is the Caribbean Championship because remember, Cuba, Dominican Republic, or Puerto Rico are the highest ranked teams within the Caribbean. So they're already received automatic buys to NORCECA, which is the North American Championship. So by virtue of Jamaica winning this championship, Jamaica qualifies for NORCECA. And in a NORCECA championship, that will serve as the qualifier for Paris 2024. So hopefully that narrows things down for everybody. Okay. But again, we big up Rebecca Spencer for the outstanding work that she has been able to do and the records that she will set. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Reggae Boys Commentary for more content. Enjoy the rest of your evening. More to come. You're most welcome, Dwight. No problem at all. As you know, today, you could say this calendar year has been a great year for sports. And I was asking some people quite early as well. When you think about Jamaica's lacrosse team going to the quarterfinals of a World Cup and Jamaica's Reggae Boys going to the semifinals of the Gold Cup, the Sunshine Girls, the Reggae Girls. It's been a great summer, you have to say. And I think it's going to be very hard for you to say, oh, this was better than that, But I must say an honorable mention to Jamaica's men's lacrosse team to go to the quarterfinals of the Men's Lacrosse World Cup. Jamaica's highest ranked male sports team is Jamaica's lacrosse team at 8th in the world. The Reggae Boys are yet to be number 8 in the world, but one day we certainly will get there. It's just an outstanding accomplishment to be able to do that, And the Sunshine Girls are 5 wins away from winning the World Cup. 5 wins away from winning the World Cup. Tashi Scott said we're going to qualify for the Olympics. Yeah, so we're going to play Canada at home and Canada away. Yeah, fancy our chances to defeat Canada as well. 1-0 at home, 1-1 away, qualify 2-1 in aggregate. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And we're going to win the Gold Cup. Love it, Tajay Scott. Love it, Tajay. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Use the super chat feature so you guys can stay more in contact with things. All right. Take care, guys. This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is brought to you by Starboy's Juices, infusing fruits with sea moss in Philadelphia and New Jersey. Refreshing, nutritious, and delicious. There are numerous flavors to choose from. There is strawberry sea moss, peanut hard-on, beet and thing, pineapple sea moss, mango sea moss, pineapple ginger, ginger root, cucumber ginger, and so much more. Call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Call now and you won't be disappointed. If you think the juices were good, then try Starboy's Jello, full of flavor and sumptuous. Again, call Starboys at 1-267-904-3454. That's 1-267-904-3454. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Skin clean and nice and ting and ting. I'm Tiffany Cannon, Reggae Girl Striker, and you are watching the Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share, and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like, and share.